Hello, 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 family and friends. Today is April the 9th, 2022. This is Mary Ann coming to you. Today I'm going to talk about pranks. You all know people like to prank each other. Some in a good way, most of them are in a negative light. And most of them want a reaction from you. Based on a negative thing, something. They're testing to see how you react when something happens, and most of these things that they do are negative. So it's kind of like testing your reaction in a negative way. So I would like to speak about it because I've watched two videos that bother me, and as a parent, and I would like to address it because most of these things are being done by the millennials, these young people. And as adults, we need to speak on it. We need to redirect these behaviors. And because I'm a mental health nurse, I understand the effect some of these pranks can have. And if I don't say anything, then I'm not being responsible. So that is why I'm speaking on it. So I watched a video about a couple. They're dating, and these are YouTubers I love to follow because of their content. And those who follow them will know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna mention their name; they know themselves. So the girl or the lady pranked the boyfriend that she had an accident. Okay, so she planned it so that she called the boyfriend and pretended she had an accident. And of course, the boyfriend panicked and showed up. And he really did not like it. And he told her not to do that ever again. The girl, a famous YouTuber, went ahead and posted the video anyway. So it's out there circulating. And even though the boyfriend had said, I don't like what you did, he's a very famous YouTuber in Africa, she went ahead and posted it. So I feel like that is not respecting his boundaries. When somebody tells you they don't want a certain thing, or they don't want you to do a certain thing, and you go ahead and post the video, you're disrespecting his wishes. And even though you want the likes, because most of these YouTubers are up for likes, it really doesn't show respect to his wishes. The other thing is, it also, the people watching. What is the effect to the people watching? Maybe some of these people are ignorant and they don't understand the power of the subconscious mind. I would like to refer you to a book written by Joseph Murphy. The title is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. So the subconscious mind is the mind that works while you're asleep. The mind that has the visions and the dreams and goals. So when you prank somebody, the subconscious mind does not know whether you're telling the truth or you're telling a lie. That is why we talk about positive self-talk, because you want to shut down the negative self-talk that is happening within your mind. So the subconscious mind works all the time, 24/7. It doesn't know whether you're saying the truth or whether you're lying. That's why they tell you to do affirmations. You're trying to trick your mind to think positive. You're trying to talk power into your life. You're talking about victory into your life. It works. It works in a positive way as much as it works in a negative way. So if you're telling your mind that you're a successful person, you're a healthy person, you're a wealthy person, the subconscious doesn't know that it's a lie. That's why they tell you, keep speaking positive. Now, when you go ahead and do the opposite, the subconscious mind doesn't know whether you're lying or you're telling the truth. So when you're pranking somebody, the mindset of the person you're pranking, you have no control over it. You don't know what that person has been through. You might think you know a person, even if it's your husband or wife or your boyfriend or girlfriend. You might think you know a person, but they probably have things in the closet they have never told you about, right? So you don't know what they are going through internally. So when you do something negative or something traumatic that traumatizes them in their subconscious, you have no idea of the effect this prank has on them. You have no idea of how they are perceiving it, how they are going to filter it. And we all know that we have different stress levels. Some people have low tolerance for stress, others have a high tolerance for stress. So you might prank somebody and their tolerance for stress is low, and that might stay in their subconscious forever. You know, it might bring back past memories or past traumas that you don't know about. It might start coming out in their dreams and in their visions, and they might start having nightmares. Or they might start if they see an accident, it might bring back that memory of what you did to them, and they may not be able to identify whether they were dreaming or whether it was the truth or a lie. So be careful about things like this. And I posted a video yesterday, and I was talking about, what you bring to the table. So I believe a relationship should always bring the best out of you. It should always bring the best out of you. Now, if a relationship brings about negativity and trauma and a negative reaction for the sake of it, or for you to laugh at, for you to have fun, or for you to post a YouTube video for the likes, that is not something I want to relate with. I don't like that, because you don't know how I might process it, and I don't want to go to sleep thinking about something that you thought was a joke. You don't know what people are going through. And these days, we all have seen people going through a lot of mental illnesses. We see people committing suicide and we wonder why. Because they were laughing, they are powerful, they are celebrities. Why are people committing suicide? Exactly. You don't know what people are going through. They don't talk about it. They don't tell you about it. And just because they don't tell you about it doesn't mean that you should ignore and play with their psyche. You have no right to play with people's psyche. So those of you who are pranking people in this kind of way, please stop. Grow up, mature up, and stop it. If you're pranking somebody, do it in a positive way that's going to bring out the best out of them, not the negative out of them. Another video I watched about the same subject of pranking. This was even worse. And I don't even know why people are posting videos like this on YouTube and on social media. But with social media around, as parents, we really have no control over what our children are watching. And let me tell you, I work in the mental health field. I have seen the effects of social media on the youth and children. A lot of children and youth, even adults, are being affected by the social media things that are going on, and most of them are ending up self-harming or being suicidal because of the things they're seeing online. So you all have to be careful what you're posting. Another video that I was watching is a young lady, of course, pranked the boyfriend. They have a son, and if you Google it, you might be able to find it. I don't know the title of the video. I was just watching it. Somebody reporting about it. And this young lady and this young man have a son, and the son is young. And so this girl or young girl, lady, decided to prank the boyfriend and tell him that the son is not his. Now, obviously, the young man went off. He really went off. And this lady really has no common sense whatsoever, no sense of maturity at all, because this is not something you play with. You don't play around telling the father of a child that that's not your child. Even if you think you're joking, that's not the kind of joke you should be doing, because that will mess up with his psyche. And most men Most men always wonder, is this my child? Or, is this my son? How do I know? Only the mom knows who the father's child is, because you carried the child. But the father has no idea. So he's hoping and trusting you to have been faithful enough and virtuous enough to, respect the relationship. And that way you're not sleeping around with other men, so he's confused. So this young lady decided to prank the man. And the man went off, It came from sadness to fear to anger, And this young lady just kept pushing his buttons and kept pushing his buttons. And eventually, the man didn't want to fight with this woman, but she pushed his buttons so much that he beat her up in a way. And the woman kept saying that, I need you to leave because I want the father of the child to come and live here with me. We take care of the son. And I mean, how much can you push a man? How much can you play with somebody's psyche? And the woman kept on pushing and saying that the other man that is a legit child, father to the child, is going to be coming to the house to take care of his son. And this young man went ahead and took out his gun. And he told the woman, if anybody comes to this house, I will shoot them dead. Watch me. And he went ahead and took his gun and cocked it. And he was ready to wait and see who is going to come out into the house. Now, ladies, please. This is a situation that could have gone south easily. Because we don't know how much temper or how much anger anybody is capable of having. People don't know how far they can go when pushed to the wall. You don't know how far your man can go when he is so angry. It can come from 0 to 100, depending on what it is. And in this situation, this was not warranted. This is not the kind of prank anybody should be having. So the guy told the woman, I've been working my butt off to make sure that this child and you have a place to stay, has food on the table. I've been doing everything to make sure that I provide for my son. And he said, I don't care about DNA tests. I don't care if you went ahead and slept with another man. This is my son, and I'm ready to keep my son. So this young man obviously loves his child. And it didn't matter to him whether this woman cheated or not. He was stuck on his child. So, seriously, this young man could have, he could have gotten so angry that he takes the gun and shoots the woman or shoots the child and then shoots himself. You don't play like this. You don't prank people like this. It is a no. So I just wanted to post this video so that those of you who think that some things you can joke about, realize that you have no control of people's traumas, people's stress levels. You have no idea what they have been through. You don't have any idea how they will process trauma. You have no idea. You have no idea if this thing that you're putting on them is going to stay with them. And, they can use it against you because they are going to say, last time you pranked me, so how do I know you're saying the truth? In the first case of the accident I talked about, the next time this lady calls the man, he might think she's pranking. And she might be truly in an accident. And he might just take his time because, the last time she pranked me, so she's just always playing around. And she might really be in need of help. So it's your fault. You set yourself up for that. It's your fault that you think that such serious things are a joke. It's your fault that you're not mature enough to realize that you don't play like this. Okay? So I do hope that you all take this seriously. The book I talked about is a very important read, so you understand how the subconscious works. The title is The Power of Your Subconscious Mind by Joseph Murphy. Stop